I call her my gelato, baby. Push start, even though the model, baby. Big talk, bitch, I had her with that 180. Rockstar cool, she gon' throw that like Brady. She just came through with her hair done. She said I would be her.
Alright, y'all, what's good, YouTube? It's Smooth. Back another video for you. As you can tell, man, today's video we're on One Piece Rec Room Second Dreams with it. And in today's video, I'm gonna answer everything y'all gotta know about the game. So I'm gonna be putting this into like different sections in the video because I'm gonna try to go over everything. So it's gonna be what is the game, races and last names, what to do when you first spawn in, factions, weapons, how to progress, fighting styles, subclasses, rings, hockey, and devil fruits, and also legendary weapons, which I will go over at the end. But yeah, so I'm just go over what is the game. So this game, by the way, I'm gonna leave the Trello in the description below, so if you guys missed anything, some of the stuff I'm saying is actually in the Trello, so make sure y'all go check that out. But this is a direct description of what the game is. So this is a revised version of the once great One Piece game made by Snake World, which is One Piece Rec Room, and the new owner, which is Solozzi, has decided to continue the project and morph it into something greater than its past game, and the game is highly oriented around its community. So the combat is extremely satisfying, and it's like different from the original. And let's see, I'm just trying to sum through it. Make an impact on the game through joining crews, fashioning, winning wars, and dominating the seas. So that's the base description of it. I did sum it up kinda. And then hold on, man, what is this? Give me a second. Alright, I'm gonna just get into the first point. So I already answered what is the game, so that's basically it right there. I'm gonna go into the races and the last names. Okay, so let's go into the races. So there are multiple races in this game. It's nothing out like the ordinary, like the original. So there's mink, human, cyborg, dwarf, and skypian, and then lastly is fisherman. Okay, and then I'm just go into the last name. So last names in this game do not matter. So if you get Vinsmoke, Beckman, all of that doesn't matter. The only last name that really does anything in this game is D. So if your name is, let's say, Sam D something or anything, if you have D as your last name or like middle name, something like that, then you have, it's not quite known yet, but what I do know for sure is that you get How Hockey, or you have a chance of unlocking it, but you have it, but it's hard to unlock at the same time. The whereabouts of D is not fully out there yet, but just know you're special in a way. All right, so let's see, the next section is, okay, so what to do when you first spawn in. So what you want to do when you first spawn in is, of course, you know, kind of go around just exploring the map a bit, but more importantly, you just want to go into like places where you see fighting happening and just kind of learn the combat a bit, because it is kind of different. And to get your inventory when you first spawn in, you press the little mark over here, I'm putting in the description, or the screen above, but press that thing, or you can just press your inventory like that, and you just move your stuff to your inventory. And you're gonna know what you are based on your stats. So you press M to access your stats, and as you can see, I'm a human, 16, height, weight, muscle, fat. I'm gonna get into all that later in the video. And then there's a crew system right here. It says the requirement, you got to be owner of a group, 2,000 bounty, or 20,000 bounty, my bad, level 15, and 5,000 belly. And these are settings you can do. You can adjust it if you have where's PC, your PC can't handle too high quality. And yeah, and then you get daily rewards from this chest thingy, which I will talk about later in the video. But let's get to the next thing. So when you're in the game, right, you probably want to head to Kuno first, which is the island to get your weapons at, and you can just reset until you get there. But there's also a bank you guys need to know about, and there's food. I will get into all of that later on, but hold on, let me go ahead and talk a little bit more about what builds you really want to go to with. So okay, I'm gonna get to that next actually. But yeah, so you want to go to Kuno, get a weapon, and then the boats, you obviously use that to go to different parts of the island. There's trinkets and stuff you could sell to certain sellers in the shop, and you just want to overall just explore and get used to the combat a bit until you really start playing. Okay, so let's get into how to actually progress. So how to progress in this game. So it depends what you are actually. So if you're a human, you can go with anything, honestly. But I have a list of everything you could be able to go. So let me go ahead and get it real quick for you. So okay, let me go ahead and reach this. All right, so when you first join the game, you wanna, of course, go everything I just said. So you wanna, get used to the combat, collect money, etc., etc. And you also want to join a faction. So a faction, there's two sides, no, three sides actually. You can join Revolutionary, Marine, Pirates, and yeah, any of those three. You really can't progress by yourself because it's like a pirate game in a way. So you really can't progress by yourself. But it is possible, but it's really hard. So you kill people to get bounty, and when you reach 10k bounty, you can unlock your first skill, and the trainers are around like the map, so you can just find it if you explore once again. But there is a lot of islands, so you might want to just kind of look up a video or just ask around. And then you can get different skills depending on your race. So let's say if you're a giant, right, you can't get any skills, unfortunately, but you are like really powerful in your strength, your weight, like everything. You're just big and strong, so you really don't get any skills because that'd be busted. But yeah, let me go ahead and go over, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna go over the rebirth system since a lot of people asked about that. So to rebirth, you need 50k bounty, and you just basically like start a new lineage in a way. But hold on, let me go ahead and get another bow actually. But you start a new lineage, and you have a chance of getting How Hockey. So you start off stronger, but your stats are resetting. So yeah, there's that. Hold on, let me get another boat actually. Okay, so like I said, if you're a human, you can get anything you want. But if you're a taller human, you can get black leg or boxing. Those two are really good for humans that are tall. And let's see what else. Because I have a lot of things I wanted to like include, so I have a list. I'm kind of reading it off. If you're a short human, it's best to go like 1 sword style, 2 sword style, or 3 sword style. If you're a fisherman, you should go fisherman, karate, or boxing. If you're a mink, you should go either black leg or mink style, because mink style, it basically gives you like damage buff, and you get like a lightning effect when you punch and just hit. And if you're a giant, just get the giant fighting styles or fighting skills. And if you're a short mink, you can go 1 sword style, 2 sword style, 3 sword style. And yeah, that's pretty much it for like what to get at races, I guess. Let's see what else I want to say. There was something else I wanted to say, but I'm trying to find it. Okay, actually no, I think that's it for that section right there actually. Okay, so that was the fighting styles, so I kind of skipped over, so my bad. That was the fighting styles. I'm gonna go over the subclasses. So there are multiple subclasses in this game, and the subclasses are like, they're not exactly important, but they're like mediocre important. You kind of want them to like do certain things. So let me go over all the subclasses in this game. So the subclasses are cooking, or is a cook. You can be a cook, a musician, or a doctor, shipwright, and a bounty hunter. So as a cook, you can make food for your crew. You can learn how to, if you use the flute and drums, you can learn how to like make music, or you can do music with the different instruments. Let's see, there's like a bunch of songs you could play, like as a musician. As a cook, you can cook multiple food. You have I think I already said that, but you can cook a lot of things. You don't have to actually buy it, so that's always like handy. There's also a bounty hunter, kind of self-explanatory, and there's also a shipwright, so you can fix your ship and do all that without having to buy anything. So yeah, subclass is always good just to have around, because it's like you're not really losing anything from it, just gaining, I guess. But yeah, those are the subclasses right there. Let me go into the weapons. So there's a lot of weapons in this game, so let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. So there's guns and swords, obviously. Let me go over the swords. Give me a second. Okay, so there's guns and there's swords. There's 1 sword style, 2 sword style, 3 sword style, and there's obviously like a rifle, flintlock, and I guess if you consider black leg and stuff weapon, I guess you can really count that. And there's like cannons, blender dust, basically like a stronger gun. Katana, giant cutlass, rapier, dual katana, and tri katana. So there's a lot of weapons variety in this game. It's also, I don't know if I said cutlass already, but yeah, there's that too. And then I guess I'll go into rings. So rings in this game, there are a lot of rings to name off. I'm not gonna go over each one, but if you want to look more into it, there's the trailer right below. So rings in this game, they're important because they're rings that can boost your overall damage. There's rings that can make you taller. There's rings that do like a lot of things. There's like a lot of uses for rings in this game. You just want to have one. You can have two of them at the same time. Obviously some are more useless, some are more like useful. So I just suggest you look into the trailer and see what you like or what you need for your certain build. And let's see. I'm gonna talk about the weights and like how you actually gain mass and stuff in this game. So how you gain all that is by just using, so you probably want to first start off with the yoga mass, and once you get a certain amount of muscle, which is I'm pretty sure 0.5 something like that. So you want to do yoga mass until you're ready enough, until you can use the 25-pound dumbbell, and then the 50, 135, 225, and then 2 tons. And I don't think nobody's gonna be using the 2 tons unless you're a giant anyway, so don't even worry about that. Let's see the items in this game. Don't really think I need to get into that, but let's see what else I want to talk about. So rings. Okay, so hockey. So there's a lot of people ask about hockey. So how you get hockey is by just getting a bounty, and just hold on. I have something. I think I wrote a lot of things about this. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Give me a second. Blah 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 blah. I'm sorry. This is kind of like. Alright. Oh wait, actually, before I even get into the hockey system, I want to talk about the age. So, aging and the height in this game. So, okay, so let me show you how the stats real quick. So, as you can see, I'm 16 right now, 9 foot. So, as you grow in your age, you'll start to, like, get taller. But once you hit, I think it's like 22 or something, you'll start to not gain any more height. You'll just start to, like, as you get older to the 40s, you'll start actually shrinking, like in real life. So, yeah, there's that. Let me see. There's something I wrote with this. All right, so to get hockey, you just have to fight people. It's not really bounty dependent, but I guess it's kinda. So just fight people, get combat experience. But once you get hockey though, it's kind of hard because as you die with hockey, you lose hockey progression. So just keep that in mind. There's like a penalty as you die in this game, or just like there's a lot of penalties for stuff because the game is not that hard, but it is at the same time. You get what I mean, but. Yeah, there's that. And then devil fruits. So devil fruits, you can find them by just going to a random island and just picking like apples and stuff. And there's going to be announcements when devil fruits do spawn, because he's going to directly put it in the game. And then if you happen to harvest it, then devil fruit is yours. But yeah, and then legendary weapons, same kind of thing. But it's like kind of like a hunt in a way. You're going to know when the event goes on. So yeah, I think I've covered about almost everything except for, okay, actually the last thing, now that I'm saying it, so clothing. So clothing and accessories in this game, you can get by just, if you see them, I guess, around, like, in the stores or around the islands, you can just buy them. It's kind of self-explanatory, but you'll have basic default clothes for a while until you actually, like, get different clothing. But yeah, I think that about covers it. If you guys have any questions and concerns, just leave it in the comment below, and I'll try my best to answer them and just respond. But yeah, it's your boy smoking them out.